China digital arrival card. Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Don. If you're traveling to Beijing, Shanghai, or anywhere in China, you need to hear this right now. The old paper arrival card is officially gone. China has launched the mandatory digital arrival card through the NIA, and this must be completed correctly to avoid major delays at immigration. Today, I'm going to give you the complete step-by-step tutorial. I'll show you exactly where to find the free form and, more importantly, how to skip the long queues and avoid paying fees to the many scams website. So the first thing you're going to do, go to google.com or your local Google, and you are going to search for China Digital Arrival Card. So when you do that, you're going to see a few websites, and most likely you're going to be seeing this website on the top. If you do not see this website, which is ending gov.cn, what it means that this is the government official website, and this is where you can submit everything for free. But if you go to other websites, most likely you're going to be scammed, and they're going to ask for money. So be very careful and look for the official website ending gov.cn. Then click on it. So here you see that National Immigration Administration Government Service Platform, and language is English. And here it says arrival card filling. Now here, entry declaration for border area residents. So this is not what you're going to be clicking on, because this is not, it does not apply to most of you. So you're going to be entering or clicking here, entry declaration. So just click on it. Now here it gives you some instructions and telling who has to fill out or who does not need to fill out. So if you're a tourist or a visitor in China, you have to fill up this form. So you have to agree to this once you finish reading this, and you can click on it. And then here you can see that there's a type of ID document and passport and some other kind of passport. So for most of you, this is going to be the ordinary passport, and you have to upload your passport ID document page, which has the picture. Now, for the sake of this video, what I did, I kind of created a mock passport ID copy, and I'm going to just put it that one here. And the system hopefully will not stop us from doing that or from completing the form. So I'm just going to see how it goes. So I uploaded a kind of dummy passport ID card form, and hopefully the system is going to accept it. So let's click on next. So you can see that it's loading, and the good thing it accepted it. It didn't recognize that this is not real. So that's a good thing. Now this is the form you have to fill out, and I'm going to start with the last name. So my name is Ahmed Don, but I'm not going to put in my real name. So for the sake of the video, I'm just going to put in my last name, Bondon. And the first name is, I'm going to just put in Adam. Entry transportation, this is going to be flight for most of you. And then you have to just pick it. And then gender is going to be male or female. And date of birth, I'm just going to pick a random date of birth. So for example, let's pick 1975, May 15. And then country, region of citizenship. So this is where your passport from. So for me, I'm going to put in Canada. And type of ID document, ordinary passport. ID number, so I'm just going to put in a passport number AB1234. Hopefully the system is not going to stop us. Now arrival, flight, train, or vessel number. So basically this is your flight number. So I'm going to assume that this is Air Canada 567. Okay, so it's trying to, I think, validate the flight number, but nothing happened here. So hopefully everything is fine. But here you're going to have to enter your original or actual flight number. Now, city of entry. So this is going to be where you are landing, your entry airport. So I'm just going to put in Beijing. And port of entry, it should be the name of the airport. So I'm just going to put in Beijing Capital International Airport. Now let's click next and let's see if the system accepts it. Okay, so far so good. Chinese name, I don't have a Chinese name. Email address. So if there's a no red star, that means that this is not like, you don't have to fill that up. So you can just keep it as it is. So I'm not going to put in an email and let's see what happens. A country, region of birth. So this is where you were born. I'm just going to put in here Canada. Do you have a valid visa or other entry permit? Okay, I think this is where there might be a problem because for a Canadian passport, you need to have a visa first. If I put in yes, then it's going to ask for the visa number and it's going to ask then to enter the visa number, which I think the system is going to detect that this is not real. So let me just put in here no and see what happens. Entry policy selection. Okay, so I'll come back to this later. Let me just fill this up here. Contact number. So this is where you're going to just enter your phone number. So I'm just going to put in this. I'm not sure why it didn't put all together. 416123. Oh, okay. So here, I think this is going to be +1. And here is the phone number. So which is going to be let's see, 416-123-4567. So that's Toronto phone number. Now here, if I put yes, I might be in trouble because it's going to ask for visa number and the system is going to detect that this is not a real visa number. So let's see if I put in no and entry policy statement 248 temporary entry for transit, emergency temporary entry permit. Okay, I'm just going to pick this and see what happens. So it's giving these information, so it's not going to work. So I'm just going to try 248-hour temporary entry for transit. Okay, so let's put in that one. Other name, no. Passport ever lost or stolen, no. Okay, so this looks like this is working for us for the purpose of video. But when you're really filling this up, here you're going to enter your visa, yes, and you're going to enter your visa number. But I cannot go to the next screen without putting in something here. That's why I'm putting in no. So this is how you're going to do. So let's put in next. Okay, so now here you're going to have the same page regardless you have visa or not. So you have to fill up this information. So purpose of entry, I'm just going to put in sightseeing and date of entry. So you can see that it's only letting me choose 30th of November and December. So I'm just going to enter December 2nd and you cannot choose or enter anything beyond November 30th. So it looks like you can fill this up form a few days late, before. I don't see any restriction like other countries have that it has to be within 72 hours because these things looks like you can fill that up. So that's something to notice, but I would recommend at least do this before 1 day or a couple of days before just to have a peace of mind. Destination cities in China. So here I'm just going to put in Beijing. So here, city of transit, I don't need. Address in China, Beijing. I'm going to put in Beijing and here I'm going to put in this district and here asking for a detailed address. So I'm just going to find a hotel in China or Beijing and enter that information. So just give me a few seconds. Okay, so luckily we found something here. Looks like it's matching with our um, criteria. So I'm just going to put in this address and let's see if it's fine. Okay, looks like it's accepting it. So I'll just leave it here. And then here, do you have any inviting entries to our inviters in China? So I'm just going to put here no. Date of departure, I'm just going to put in like, let's say 1 week later. So let's say like December 28th. Transportation mode again, flight. Departure flight is going to be again, let's put in Air Canada 545. City of departure, I'm going to put in here again, Beijing. Port of departure, and I'm going to put in here Beijing Capital International Hotel and hit next. Do you have any companions? So if you have a companion or anyone is traveling with you, this is what you're going to put in here. So I have a feeling that is going to, you have to enter some information, but we're going to put no for the sake of this video. So let's put in no. Now, please enter the following statement to protect your legal rights. Okay. So here, just telling you that, they're going to store your information and this and that. I still belongs to and one-click input. Okay. One-click input. So here you're kind of like acknowledging that they're going to have any information. So what you're giving is true. Sign, and you're just going to sign here something. Now here, confirm. Let's see if we hit confirm, what happens. Okay, so looks like they gave us a barcode or QR code, and we got an entry declaration receipt for foreigner, and this is what you have to show at the airport to make your immigration faster and smoother. And then you can email it to yourself just by clicking here, or you can download on your computer just by clicking here. So basically the process is not that complicated. It's very simple and straightforward. So I recommend doing this before you actually board the flight. Do this 1 to 2 days before. So that way you're going to have a smoother trip. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.